Today's video is brought to you by the Coder Repairs. If you have a games console or other electronics device in need of an upgrade, service or repair, get in touch at www.thecoder.repair to obtain a quote or to book in your device today. Okie dokie. So next on the docket we have a Series X. So this, let's have a look at it. There's no notes on it. It just says prior damage, yes. Drop damage. Prior repairs, yes. Drop damage, yes. No reported fault. That's all it says. So I don't know what's wrong with this. Not a clue. There's no reported fault. It just says that it's had a prior repair attempt and that it's been dropped. Okay, we've got a damaged HDMI. Let's see if I can get that on camera. Can you see it on the edge, right hand side? Got a broken port, so I'm not going to plug a HDMI into this. I am going to test it though, so I just have to make sure it turns on, and it does. Always cover my own back. Alright, so it does turn on. It's probably just going to be a HDMI to be honest, but we'll see. PCBWay are currently celebrating their 10th anniversary. And golly gosh, they're doing it in style. As a special thank you, PCBWay have decided to extend their anniversary sale until the 31st of August 2024. With massive discounts of up to $240 off your order, you can get your next project started today. But did you know, PCBWay don't just offer PCB fabrication services. They also offer flexible PCBs, 3D printing, CNC machining, and much, much more. I'll have the website link below, so be sure to check them out and get your limited time discounts. Let's get back to the video. That's broken, just to note that. So, clip broken there, and there. That's not going to affect the use of the console. So there's a couple of reasons I didn't plug this into HDMI. The first reason is because it was damaged. And the second reason was because it does say on the notes that there's been a prior repair attempt, and this is why it's important when people book these in to just be honest, because the only way that I'm ever going to charge extra is if someone f***s it up to a point where it's going to take me longer to actually do the job. That's not going to change whether or not you're honest. If you're dishonest and it takes me longer, I'm probably going to charge more because it took me longer. Whereas if they're honest, at least I know that I need to keep my eyes peeled. Like this. Wah, wah, wah. That is not good. We have some trace repair to do. We've got to change the port anyway. So here's what I don't understand about this. Like, this is never going to work. Like that. All of those data lines in the middle are bridged. Like, that would never have worked. So why is the port damaged again? Like, if that's a brand new port, why is it damaged again? I don't understand. Obviously the customer's not going to pay more because they've been honest and they've told me. But the question is, how much more damage are we looking at? What the hell has someone used as flux? That's no normal flux if I've ever seen it. Like, any normal flux would melt when I put heat into it. What on earth is that? Right. Port's out. This is going to be a fair bit of work. Wow. That's a full rebuild. Oh dear. Alright. So I do understand something now. Someone's torn the traces and they've put the original port back on because there's the traces. They've tried to put the original port back on. I'm honestly not sure why. My only guess is that an amateur's tried this and they've thought that by putting the port back on, it's going to allow it to work. But obviously, all the traces are gone, right? So it's never going to work. But that's the original port. It's got the original traces stuck to it. So if I was to, for example, just pop a bit of flux on there. If I use the iron, these traces will come off here. See? See how they're coming off? So they're the original traces that were initially on the board. Someone's put the original port back on. I don't know why, but that's just what they've done. It is what it is. You know, there's not really a lot that can be done about it. All I can do is try my best to restore this and hope I get it working. So this is one of those cases where it's hit and miss because of the prior repair attempt. If it was sent to me to start with damaged traces, it would have been an almost guarantee. But because someone else has tried, I don't know whether they've damaged any other components. So yeah, and that's not me having a dig at anyone. I'm just saying, like, there's no guarantee that this is ever going to work. It could have damaged other components. First and foremost, I'm going to clear out these holes because I don't know what solder's in it. It didn't look like leaded solder to me. Damn it, my solder sucker's blocked. Hang on. Blocked ain't the word. Damn. There we go. Yeah, this board's a little bit crusty and beaten up. I'll sort this out later on, this bit of iffy solder. It's not an issue. Actually, I can sort it out now because I'm going to be putting solder back in these holes. It's just I didn't want that solder on it. I wanted to make sure I put fresh solder in the ground holes / anchor points. I use some 0.8mm for this. Beep, you bastard. Thank you. Yeah, so that'll sort the iffy looking pads out anyway. That's better. It's more like it. Yep. Just cleaning up. All of those pads are now gone. That is literally now a full rebuild. Of course it is. Well, never mind. It is what it is. There's not a lot you can do about that. Right, so I could do with my grinding pen. The grinding pen's one thing I haven't got in the workshop. Not using those tweezers for scraping. So those top pads are ground, apart from the two there and there. This one's ground. One little trick you can do for scraping, use heat. This blade's seen better days. There we go. Just get rid of as much of this as I can. Not needed, but I'd rather remove it. Yeah, that'll do it. It's fine. Alright. Time to run some jumpers.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener. A good listener. You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover. At first I believed I was the lucky one, but I was just fooling myself. Fooling myself. You think you can talk sense to me, like we are gonna be okay. We're not okay. So is this gonna take all night? Don't wanna waste no more time. Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my loved ones, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so live along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. I never heard a silence so loud before. I'm gonna love every minute of it, every second of it. Longing for that sound of you being gone, so I can hear my thoughts again. Hear my thoughts again. So is this gonna take all night? Don't wanna waste no more time. Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my loved ones, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around.
Just for anyone curious, this will be £120 repair for a trace repair this extensive. I've got 3 stages. I charge £60 for a HDMI. I charge £90 if half the traces are missing, and I charge, or up to half the traces, and I charge £120 if they're all missing. Right, let's check on this, shall we? Beautiful. Solid, all the way through, solid. Those traces are going nowhere. There's a trace that I need to tin, because it's not fully tinned. So, let's sort that out. Just like that. Grab a HDMI port. Right. Let's get this on, shall we? I'll add flux in a minute. Don't think that's sitting flat. No, it's not. It's definitely not sitting flat. Ow! Too much flux. Flux. Way too much flux, but who cares? I'll sort the bridges out in a minute, don't worry. Give me some wick. Wicked. Right. Nice and clean. You know what the good thing you know what the good thing is about this? This will be able to have the HDMI port changed again. I could lift this port off now and those traces wouldn't go anywhere. Okay, let's check my diode readings. Just have a look and see what the deal is. So what I normally do is in diode mode with red probe on ground, I'll check the top of the pin itself. So on this one, for example, I've got 0.73. That one's going to beep because it's ground. I've got 0.73 on that one. 0.73 on that one. Beep. 0.73 on that one. 0.73 on that one. Beep. 0.73 on that one. 0.73 on that one. Beep. 0.73 on that one. Beep, but not ground. That's 0.63. It's just that it's low enough to the point where dial bar gives me a reading. That should be no connect. Yep, open line. Beep. 0.59 is perfect. 0.61 is perfect. Dead short. Good. 0.58 is perfect. And 0.63 is perfect. Yeah, those are all connected. Every single line is connected. So the reason I check it on the top of the pin is because that way then I don't have to put any pressure on the actual pin itself and risk breaking the wire, and I know I'm not going to get an obscure reading. I'm right at the back of the pin where it's not going to bend, so it's not going to be forcing a contact, and basically it's going to tell me whether the traces are actually connected to the pin and soldered to the pin properly. But we're getting all perfect readings on all of those pins. And I'm just going to check in continuity mode and make sure we don't have any bridges. Again, checking the top of the pins. We do not want to hear a beep now. Good, no bridges. Awesome. That should work. Theoretically, that should work. Assuming there's no other issue. But we're getting a good diode reading on every single pin. So I don't think there's going to be another issue. Oh, and we have beautiful joints on the ground legs as well. Solder's pushed all the way through. Gorgeous. And that is ready for testing. Boom! Let's get it, let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby! You do love to see it. There we go. Customer will get contacted in the morning. Job done.